Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to increase the lift-off distance of your mouse. I recently bought a mouse, the one right in front of you, that when you lift it, it still is recording underneath it. So when I go like this, it would still move to the right. So once I move to the right, and then I lift it a little bit, and then bring it back to the left, it'll still go back to the left. It's recording more than I want it to. So the lift-off distance is very high. It's like up here, which is quite annoying. So what I'm going to show you is sort of a trick that I learned online on how to decrease this distance so that you just have to lift it just a little bit in the front so that it will not record and not move. So first of all, you want to make one of these little things. Well, this is my idea here. It's a Post-it note with a little bit of duct tape on the top. And the duct tape is white, but it's just a Post-it note folded over and over and over. So I started off with Post-it note, I ripped it in a straight line, and then I folded it again and again and again. And I know my hands are gigantic here, but it's because I'm so strong in real life. And you just keep folding it like that, and then eventually you get all the way to the end. Just do one real quick here. And you have a little folded up, little sort of straight box, and it differs in the height depending on where you started folding it on your Post-it. So what you can then do is just chop a little off the top. And I don't know if this is going to be exactly right for my mouse, but as you can see, hopefully, if it's not too shining, is there's like a little place that you could just shove this into, and it's not going to hurt the mouse as long as you make sure you can get it back out again. So I'll show you the one that I've created here. That's sort of made for my mouse. So after I was done, and I tested it a couple of times with just the Post-it, I put a little bit of tape on the top of it. So I'm going to try and angle the camera so that you can see the surgery for yourselves. And just going to shove that in there. Now I haven't tested this at all, so we'll see. But and I'm thinking it's going to be a little too big. I'm going to have to cut the duct tape a little bit. But basically all you're doing is you're trying to block a little bit of the red light that's coming out. Well, actually most of the red light that's coming out. But not block the sensor itself that's sort of recording the video, if you will. It's sort of detecting the surface underneath. Because when there's no light, it realizes, hey, I need to shut off because I'm lifted up. But if your mouse has too bright of a light, then it's going to keep detecting that it's not lifted up until you really get it. So I'm probably going to stop the video here and just kind of jam this in there and then clip it so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you get it in all the way, like all the way deep, it doesn't interfere with your mouse movement. There's almost a little groove in there, and it's kind of perfect, almost like it's designed. Okay, so this is attempt number, I guess 3. Got a lot of extra tape on there, although you could see that it sort of starts halfway up. The tape is very like down the line, I guess you could say. And all you need is some opaque tape. It doesn't have to be like dark or light or anything, although probably darker would be better because it will block more light. I probably should have gone with my black one, which I might do. But I'm going to try this one here. So I'm just putting it into the little groove. I had to cut show you a little better. Putting it into the little groove here, and I had to cut the Post-it a little bit at the end because the end was sticking out a little bit, and it kind of just fits right in there. Shove it in there, yeah. And now this is the tricky part for me, is the tape. I was trying to get the tape just the right length so that it doesn't keep going, but it also needs to fold in, so it needs to have a little bit of slack to it. Um, mine looks like it's a little tiny bit too long for folding in. It would go over the sensor. You don't want it over the sensor. So I'm just going to cut that a little bit more and pray that I don't slice the whole thing off like I did last time. Might need to cut it. Oh, that's pretty good. It might actually be pretty decent. And I'm going to see if... Yeah. Now mine is still kind of sticking out a little bit, which might affect how the mouse moves around the mouse pad, which obviously we don't want either. But we'll see if this works. You guys can sort of create your own contraption and just run with it. So mine is like blocking the entire light sensor. Yeah, you can't really see because my camera's trash, but mine is blocking like the whole inside like layer thing, except for the little camera. So let's see here. Wow. Okay, this really does work. So yeah, I highly recommend it actually. So I'm doing this and it's not moving, and I just barely lifted the front off, and now when I go all the way down, yeah, it's 100%. So in fact, I blocked myself like the whole red beam, the whole red thing, and the only thing that's left is that little black spot, so that it can sort of read the movement. Yeah, so that works, and I highly recommend it. If you want to decrease the lift-off distance of your mouse, go ahead and do this. Thanks for watching. This is one of my first videos. I'm gonna be famous. Okay, bye.